Hello friends, welcome back to Toppers World. My name is Praveen Kumar, and in this session of video I am going to share with you very important information that is related to how to get 7 band. 7 each means in every module like listening, reading, speaking and writing. How you can get 7 each. If you are a beginner and you want that, you should be able to get 7 each in your first attempt, and this video is over here will be very helpful to you in this regard. Many students begin IELTS practice and they aspire to get 7 band, but they don't know how to do that, or they try different methods but ultimately they do not succeed. There are examples of many successful students, and there are also examples of thousands of unsuccessful students who are not able to get 7 each, or even they struggle to get overall 6. This video is for those students who are in the beginning of their IELTS practice, and they are not able to know about how to on the daily basis they do the practice of IELTS, how they enhance their performance in reading, how to do listening, how to do writing, speaking, right, every module. So this video you will see, I will explain you step by step all you need to do during your IELTS practice. So let's see step by step. So as you know that there are 4 modules in IELTS: listening, reading, writing and speaking. Okay, and most of the students face problems in modules like reading, writing, some face problems in speaking. Listening is the easiest module, but there are certain students who also face problem in listening. So in this video I am going to share with you certain methods that you should apply in your IELTS practice, and you will be able to definitely 100% sure that you will be able to get 7 band in each module. So let me talk to you first listening. How to do listening and how can you succeed in listening module. For listening you need to do practice from Cambridge books, whatever the Cambridge books you have, number 1 to from 1 to 15 available in the market. You can buy these books or you can get downloaded from the internet. Especially I would like to say that the series of the books that we are having from 8 to 15, they are really very important. So what you need to do to enhance your score here, you should do 1 listening test every day. 1 listening test every day. And what you have to focus on, you have to focus on your spellings. Spellings are very important for those who want to get 7, and there are certain words which even the very intelligent student can make mistake. So you have to find out the words that you often make mistake in spellings, like where to add s, learn the difference between e and I, and there are some students make mistakes of capital letters. So what you have to do after completing your listening test, you need to check your answers and find out that what mistakes are there that you make related to spellings, related to grammar, and you have to particularly work on that. If the spellings are you're making mistake, most of the students do mistake in spellings, so you have to highlight or pinpoint those words and make a list of such words. And in daily basis you should prepare a list of words, collect 3, 4, 5 words whatever you are making spelling mistakes with, and you write them on any page 10 times, 15 times, and paste that page of wrong spellings in your sleeping room, so you will be able to see those words again and again, so that you can overcome your spelling mistakes. Second is you should also try to find out that what kind of listening questions that you are not able to comprehend, you are not able to understand. And here the most important one is maps. Maps are very challenging, and here you need to follow the directions: north, south, east, west, east, and you have to keep in mind this map, and whatever they explain in the map, you should follow your directions, and the direction should be followed in such a way. For example, this is northwest area, this is northeast, this is southeast, this is southwest, and follow your listening instructions clearly for such questions. And in such questions you need to do lot of practice, and when you are able to complete your map and get all answer right, you should move to your next type of problem. And there are 5-6 questions in every listening that are dedicated to maps, and focus on these questions. First of all, when you get this task of maps, you should study the map, where is what, and see A, B, C, all that written on the map paper, and try to locate the buildings, try to make your own guesswork that where can be the buildings or location of some rooms, offices, all that. So this is very important. Reading is the second module, which the student mostly find extremely difficult, because in the reading the first passage 1 is easier, passage 2 is typical, and passage 3 is the most difficult. So what you need to do in the beginning, you should focus on passage 1. You are having 13 questions here, and out of 13 you should be able to correct all 13, and that is also in 20 minutes. But in the beginning you should not focus about the time. If you take 30 minutes, okay. If you take one hour, that is again okay. The speed increases slowly. You do not focus on the speed in the beginning, you should focus on understanding. Then move to passage 2, then passage 3. If when you are totally 100% confident about this passage 1 and your scores are between 10 to 13, then you start doing passage 2, and then later on passage 3. In passage 2 you should also be able to correct answers from between 8 to 10, and then passage 3 you should go to the passage 3, and here I can say that 6 to 8, and on an average if you do like this, if you will be able to get 30 score at the end of your practice, because at the end of 13, then 10, 23, then 8, 31, total score will be 31, and you will face a lot of problems in this regard. First of all, what you have to do in order to get better score in reading, you have to familiarize yourself with question types. There are 7-8 types of questions that come in IELTS reading, that include yes, no, true, false, blank, summary type blanks, or matching the headings, which paragraph contains the following information, and others. So you should be familiar, you should know all the type of questions. After that, you need to enhance your vocabulary and understanding of English. If your understanding of English is poor, then nobody can help you to get 7 each, and especially 7 in reading. So here you cannot get 7 in reading without having proper understanding of English. So in order to enhance your understanding of English, what you have to do, you need to read some articles. So daily read an article from newspaper or any magazine pertaining to different topics that can be related to economics, banking, biology, physics, chemistry, different branches of sciences, different branch of social science, and especially those which are not related to your field of study. Mostly what the students do, they like to read only those articles or those things which are related to their field of study. But what I want to say here, that read those articles which are not you familiar with, you are mostly unfamiliar to reading. In reading, mostly students face problems when they get any passage where they don't know anything about. So you have to expand your level of reading, and you need to read a variety of topics. This thing will also help you in writing module, because in writing we also get unlimited topics, and if you don't have any idea about any topic, you will not be able to do writing as well. So what I want to say here, that you should read different kind of articles that are related to different fields, whether this is business, this is related to medicines, this is related to social sciences, whatever. You need to do that. If you are not doing this, most of the students don't do these things. They just keep on practicing simply reading tests. That will not work unless you are not you are not enhancing your reading skills, your vocabulary, your general understanding of English. Whether you are academic student or general, you need to perform well in both of them. Task 1 in academic is graph writing or report writing, simply we can say. Task 2 is essay writing, and in general cases this is letter writing, and this is again essay. So if you are academic student, you need to write report writing in 150 words, and for that, or even for both of tasks, you need to have excellent command on grammar. And in grammar you need to learn about prepositions, you need to learn about tenses, and most important is passive voice and complex sentences. If you are not familiar with these, you can never obtain 7 each. So you need to work on tense, then you need to work on prepositions, you need to work on your vocabulary is really very important here, and that should be formal vocabulary if you are academic student. And you also need to learn about some informal words for letter writing in a general student case. Vocabulary, complex, different form, complex, passives, compound, and good understanding of English here it is required. So you need to read daily 2-3 IELTS writing essay. Those are written by 9 band achievers, 8 band achievers. Follow them, and if you want to become a good writer, you need to read the writings of others. The simple formula is that you need to read the essay writings of others. Follow those writers who have already achieved their goals of 7 each, 8 each, overall 9 band, and read how they used to write. They are not a contemporary or conventional writer. They always write in an outstanding way. So follow what they do and try to copy them. This is the only secret here. I think speaking is the easiest module, but most of the students scare from speaking in English. Why it is so? Because they are not habitual of using English language in their day-to-day life. What most of the Punjabi students or non-English speaking students, they use their native language most of the time for communication. That is why English is not so comfortable on their tongue, and they don't like to think in English. They know that if they want to improve their English, they have to think in English, but for some time they think in English, and after that they again come back to their native language. So native language is the biggest hurdle here. The biggest hurdle in your speaking or obstacle in your speaking is native. How much native language you use? Native language means your local language, your mother tongue. How much you use? If you all the 24 hours communicate in your local language, then you will never be able to fluent in English. So what you need to do, that you have to enhance your input of English, enhance your input of English language. What I mean to say here, that you should watch English videos, you should watch English movies, read English newspaper, and the most important is talk in English. Talk in English with everybody in your family, with your friends, with your brothers, sisters, with your teachers, and don't hesitate. Most of the questions that are asked in IELTS speaking are related to your personal life, related to your daily life, and you know the answer, but only you have to speak in English, and that can be possible only if you are very much comfortable in English speaking. And before you plan to apply for your test, think for a while that are you able to speak in English on each and everything, on each and every object in your home, on each and every aspect of your life, that is traveling, that is watching TV, listening music, education, family relationships, relatives, all these things. And you don't need very superior level of vocabulary, only you need here your daily vocab, the words that we use on daily basis. You should focus on them and try to enhance your vocabulary of daily use words. You will be able to succeed in speaking as well. So finally, in nutshell, what I want to say, in nutshell, I mean to say that in order to excel in each and every module of IELTS, you need to expand your vocab level, enhance your vocab, enhance your grammar. You will say that we already know this. If you already know this, then follow any plan, make any plan. And the last thing is that most of the students, what they do, they make one mistake. They keep watching videos on YouTube and practically do nothing. By watching the videos, by listening to the different YouTubers, it's okay, you are enhancing your knowledge, but if you are not applying that tricks or applying that knowledge in your practical life, you will not be able to get your right band, that is 7 each. So make any plan, or whatever the plans are explained by the YouTubers, follow any one of them that you like the most and strictly follow that for 1 month or 2 months. For 7 each, I just want to say that you need to do rigorous practice. That can be of up to the length of 3 months. If your current level of your IELTS is of 5 band and want to go to 7 band, you need a practice of 3 months that you can do at home, or you can do at any institute. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you will like this video. If you like, then share this video with your friends so that they can also take the advantage of this. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.